Hi guys, Sarah the Northwoods Stitcher here. It is Friday the 12th. You'll be seeing this on Monday the 15th of 2024. I am not really in a great mood, so I'm hopeful to pull this off. I didn't make a very good list this week. We were still in shock and grieving over the loss of our cat, so excuse me for my appearance and my lack of enthusiasm today. But I do have a lot of stuff to share with you today. And I also wanted to say a big thank you to all of you who took the time to share your condolences and think of us. And it was really sweet to read people's comments. So thank you for that. Today is the day before another storm. So we've been doing some preparation around here, and one of them was to go to the dump. I had some stuff in my car from another event that took place yesterday where I spent some time over at the Crafty Grimalkin, and that's at let me get the address right. That was 168 Center Street comes to mind in Bangor. She is open today officially, as well as tomorrow. So tomorrow might be a bit of a bummer with the storm, but I'm hopeful that she'll have a lot of traffic and excitement there because she has a fantastic brick and mortar shop now, as well as the website. So she's going to be very, very busy. And that address was 168 Center Street in Bangor, Maine. So we did a lot of stuff yesterday. We did some cleaning and some more pricing and hanging of things and getting some displays up. She has so much stuff in that shop, and she kept saying that there was more, there was more. But if you go today or any time this week, you are bound to be just dazzled by the amount of stuff that's in that shop. It's just gorgeous. She has beautiful threads, beautiful fabrics, beautiful charts, tools, accessories that you might need, including Q-snaps and needle minders, thread winders. It's just such a lovely space, and I'm so excited for her. So give Teresa a shout out, or go see her new space. She still has her online shop. And let me see if there was a phone number. I don't know her phone number. You might want to call for her hours of operation. That I don't have for you, I'm sorry. I'm hopeful in between different storms that I'll get back up that way. It's an hour drive for me, but an hour is nothing when you're going to paradise, right? Yesterday, she did give me something because I probably would not make her grand opening. And I think this is just lovely. Let me get out the other hanger. It's a little bag to go shopping with, and I will take this when I go back and do some shopping. And it looks like a cross stitch, doesn't it? So I'm just so excited for her. Congratulations on the opening, and I'm very excited to have a place that's a lot closer by. And now there are two fabulous places in Maine. Two! So you have the Lakeside Stitches in Greenville, Maine, and now you have the Crafty Grimalkin in Bangor, Maine. So this is wonderful. I have been doing some stitching. I was working on a little kit that a friend of mine gifted to me, Campbell, and I think it's called Firebird. I'm not really sure. It's in Russian, and that's not my language, but it's a beautiful little kit. And when I looked at it, I thought, oh wow, look at that. It's on perforated plastic. It has so many beads. There are clear beads, there are white beads, and then there are some big pearl beads. I have done one of two. Hopefully I'll get the second one done in short order. But look at this, guys. It's so incredible. So there's just, I don't know, maybe 6 different blues. And once you get all the stitching, the cross stitching done, then you start attaching the beads. And it's just beautiful. Look at the dimension. It's hefty. It's not as heavy as you would think it would be. So, whoops. I'm really excited to get both of these done. My husband said, make it long enough that we can hang it from someplace, because he doesn't want to put these away with the Christmas things. He wants to keep them out because they're just amazing for this type of weather too, with the snow and the storms we're having. It's just beautiful. So excited about it. Of course, I forgot to sign the back. So maybe with the second one, I'll remember to do a little embroidery on the back and get that organized. I also wanted to share with you that I've finished, maybe I already showed you this. I'm sorry if I don't recall. Do you remember me showing you the little wooden Christmas trees? These were stitchable Christmas trees. I'm trying to get them in my hands. And there were two different designs. So this one is a little spikier, pinier. This has a softer edged tree look. So 5 of these and 5 of these. And I just added sequins and beads. I actually stitched them on in case they would fall off. And then I covered the back and did different tags on each of them. I didn't date these. I probably should have, but I can still rip that off now. So those are complete, and I've got a total of 10. I'm gonna put them in my tag box. And I'm just excited about it because now that we're using our cardboard box, gift boxes, ones that are just so pretty and reusable over and over again. Now a simple bow on the top and a nice little handmade tag that I can reuse is going to be really cute. I think that'll be exciting. I have to hydrate. I have not had enough water today. Plenty of coffee, but not enough water. I have finished these little ornaments, which I think really came out really cute. 2 of those. So the next step is to find those tiny little patterns that Campbell sent me. And I'm going to figure out, I think it's an 18 count that I can fit a tiny little stitch in there. Definitely want to do that deer cross stitch. So that's something I still need to kit up. I've got the little sequins on top of the little berries. I painted those. That was fun to do. So that's something that will be in the making. Something else to kit up. Maybe if the storm's really bad tomorrow, I can spend some more time up here. This is going to be a scattered thought process today. I did spend some time, I think it was last Saturday. It was shortly after we lost Ellie, so it was Saturday. I went up to Bangor and I did some shopping with a friend up there. Hi, Marie. And I found these cute little buttons. And I'm going to see if I can hold them up because I've changed them into needle minders. Aren't those cute? They're plastic buttons. And all I had to do, they're trying to stick to each other. All I had to do was snip off the little plastic loop that they use for the buttons. And I have now made them into little needle minders. So I can't wait to put those on one of my Christmas stitches. They're really just adorable. So I have a green, a maroon, and a red one. And the other cool thing I think about needle minders is that you can wear them. I think that's so cute. Actually, I should probably put them all on my shirt so I can safely take them downstairs. One more. These magnets are so strong. Ta-da! They're adorable. I brought up some things that I found at different shops. So I did go to Joann's. I think I found these. Yeah, I think these were from Joann's. Might have been from Michael's. Went to Joann's, Michael's, and Goodwill up in Bangor with Marie. And while at Goodwill, you won't believe what I found. More tree toppers. So I have to make a new bucket for tree toppers. This is a tree topper. I thought it was really cute, very whimsical. It looked cute on some of my shorter trees, particularly with some of the hand-stitched ornaments. And then I got something that I don't have, and I don't know why. I've never had an angel for the top of a tree, and this one was in really good condition. And apparently it's a fiber optic. So I don't know if I'll research how to make her fiber optic again, because obviously the part was missing. But I think she was $3, so the price was right. And I thought this would look nice for another silver and gold, or maybe a white tree that I do. So I'll have to make a new bucket of tree toppers. And she needs to be trimmed up. She's gotten a little thready. So that's fun. The price was right. And I think I showed you guys, I don't recall, did I show you this tree topper? I almost didn't get him, but it was $2. It's very heavy. I don't know if it'll stay on very well. Not to mention, it's pretty dangerous if it falls off the tree. So I don't know. It's probably why somebody got rid of it. But I like the shape of it and the glitter on it. So that was a fun find. Here's the problem of something that I bought. Yes, another one. $2. $2. How could I leave it behind? So now I'm going to have 2 gingerbread houses. Hopefully I have enough little decors and decorations to put on it. It's got a working door. It's a good size. So I think I'll have some fun with this. I should probably put it down below with my other one. I have yet to clear a space to start these projects. So hopefully it'll get done for Christmas 2024. I still need to buy some molding and spackling. It was amazing. And of course, when you see it, you're like, oh, have to get it. I know what that's for. What else? Oh, I should say, we got a wonderful gift. I have very talented uncles. This one in particular is very gifted with the gift of art. So he sent us our baby. And when we opened it, it's her. He captured her. It's not somebody's idea of who she was. It's exactly who she is. So it was just an amazing thing to get as a gift to remember her by. And he did this all in pencil. It's amazing. And he signed it. So we actually hung this up already, and I went and ripped it off the wall and said to my husband, I have to show this because I'm not capable of drawing. And this really blew us out of the water when we saw it. It was just a phenomenal piece. And we have this really great teal color in our bedroom. So this actually complements that shade of teal. Very nice. It's a very dark, bold, masculine teal, if you will. So it'll be wonderful. And we're keeping her in the bedroom so we can see her. And I'm picking off these little hairs, and they're not hers. They must be our dog's. Yeah, they're Abby hairs. But it's absolutely amazing. So I'll take her back downstairs and hang her back up on the wall. But I just had to share it with you guys. We were so pleased to receive that. I marvel that people can draw like that. He's very talented. And he also gifted me for Christmas something that I absolutely love. And I guess we were talking about it one day on the phone, and I said, I know what you're talking about. I've been using those for years. And they're called Jelly Roll markers. Do you guys know about these? I use these a lot in carding. So you have solid colors, they have metallic and glittery ones, and they're just great for highlighting. If you want to write a letter with them, great. I'm left-handed, so they tend to smear. I use them for accenting pieces or maybe coloring in a small spot when I'm doing a stamped image for my card making. So this collection came from the same uncle that drew Ellie's picture, and I am beyond over the moon with this. So this came from Blick, which is a store that's open near him. But I think he found this online because he also orders from them online. And I'm not sure if you can still get these cases. But this is, I think, 74 different pens. And I'm thrilled because I have them scattered all over the craft room. This is now in one place. They're stored properly because you don't want to store them up and down. You want to store them on their side. And I'm ready to do Valentine's. So hopefully I can get in the mood to start making my Valentines, and I'm going to be playing with my new toys. So this is very exciting. I could see a purple sparkly one in there. One of my favorite ones is called Stardust, and it's just like kissing something with a bit of sparkly stardust that trails after it. Great for highlighting things. I just love it. This is a Japanese ink, and I tend to gravitate towards inks that are from Japan. So if I'm looking at pens and staples, I read the packaging to make sure that it's a Japanese ink. They just agree with my the weight that I press down and the way that I write. So I don't have a problem with them, and they're just a good quality. So this is going to be fun to play with. I'm finally playing with some of my toys. We've just seemed to have had one interruption after another, whether it's a storm or a death in the family. But I'm trying to get a few things kitted up, and I'm doing some immediate gratification things like that little cross-stitched ornament to keep my mind occupied, and trying to eat good food and healthy food. Did a spaghetti squash the other night, which was amazing. That was fun. I also found at the thrift store, where's the other thing? This. Now, this was pretty cool because I had just seen these at a craft fair. This is a plastic battery operated string of lights. Now you can get these little light kits with the bottle stopper off of Amazon. I didn't know that when I saw these at the craft fair. I thought, well, that's genius. And I can't remember what she was selling them for, but I think it was probably close to 20. I got this one at Goodwill, and I think it was $2 or $3. It's got the lights in it. The batteries, of course, are dead. They're those button cell batteries, which drive everybody crazy, and this one takes 3. So I have researched which batteries go in here. You can get the multi-pack of those button cell batteries off of Amazon for a good price. I think I got 12 or 14 of them for under $7. And I can change the decor in here. I can just pull this up, pull the lights out, change what's in there so I can decorate it for different seasons, or I can just continue with this design. I think I'll add some more icicles and things in there and maybe some more greenery. I'll see when I can light it up, and I'll change the bow because that's just kind of a scrap piece that I want to dress up better. But I thought this is amazing because I just saw them at a craft fair. I liked it, but when I'm at a craft fair, I don't buy for myself. I'm trying to find for the hard to shop for person. And I'm also trying to see what people are crafting and making at craft fairs because I love to see people's creativity. And this was one of those things that I appreciated. So stay tuned for the lighting of this. Hopefully I'll get those batteries in the mail soon. I didn't check my Amazon recently to find out when it's coming. And it just looks like they use scraps off of different wreaths and picks to put in there. That was cute. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I did find some more stuff. Weird things you find at thrift stores or secondhand shops. It was $2. It's great for framing. It's very sticky. It's made in the USA. Now this does not say that it's acid free, but I can use it for the back and sealing up the backs of frames. And I will look it up. It's called IPG, Intertape Polymer Group, but made in the USA and strong stuff. So good thing for me to get organized and put it in my drawer. $2 at Goodwill. I need to make those pies, the little cross-stitch pies that were in that Just Cross Stitch magazine. I think I'm up to like 16 pie forms. I need to get off my butt and start making pie. Either that or actually make little pies. So there's 4 in here for $2. That was such a great deal. I want to do cherry pie, blueberry pie, and a pecan pie. I have all different sizes, so I have no excuse. It'll be fun to do. I have kitted up, so I'm having trouble finding frames for some of my wanna-dos that I need to get kitted, like this Poor House of Christmas by the Galliana Cross Stitch. But I have kitted up. I'm framed, ready to go. I'm doing my flea market flowers. I'm so excited about this. So this is a Lori Holt, I think. Yes, this is a Lori Holt. It's bright, it's cheerful, it's the colorful thing that I need right now in my life. So I'm gonna start this on an 18 count Aida. And I was told this by another floss tuber, and I can't remember her name, but she was stitching it. And I think she started it on 14 count, and it was huge. 11 by just over 12 inches if you do it on a 14. So I'm gonna do it on an 18 count, and I think it'll be just as charming. And what's wonderful about this chart, I'm not so keen on color charts because I'd like to copy it, to have a working copy and then highlight as I go. This is a color chart, but it does tell you how many skeins of floss you need. So that's wonderful. Now the color that they use to do the border, that's the only one that you need 2 skeins of. So that happens to be a DMC 8. I don't know if I have that yet. So I've kitted this up with only 1. I'll have to take a peek at that and see if I have a second number 8. But what an adorable stitch. And I encourage you to, if you're going through the winter blues, which we have a ways to go, we have to go get through February, get something colorful and bright to stitch. I think it can only do us a world of good. So that's Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt. I've had this for a while. I think it came out in 2020 or 2021. And I've been meaning to do it. So now I'm going to do it. Very therapeutic. And I even found one of my mom's old makeup bags or travel bags. When we lost my dad, I got all kinds of little bags that they used to use when they traveled. And I thought, this is perfect for Flea Market Flowers. I've got all my little flossies in there. And I can just have it on my table side downstairs next to the TV. That would be good. So I think that'll be my immediate stitch. And then what else was down there? Oh, the second ornament for that Russian collection, the ball ornaments. And then I want to do a Halloween stitch, and I can't recall the name of it right now. And I don't think I brought it up. I probably have a picture of it though. You guys will know what it is when I show it to you. I took a picture. Where did I put it? It's in my stash here. And I can't find it. Oh, here we go. So do you guys recognize this? I know you do, Lori, because you did it, right? And I showed it to you in an earlier video. So that's downstairs. I don't remember who's it by. But I'm doing it on a much darker gray. So I think I'm going to have to change up the scissor colors, the moon colors, so nothing gets lost in there. I think I'll keep her in that yellow dress, but I'm going to give her purple hair. So I'll play with it and see what I want to do. And then the buttons, I'll choose something that will complement the cross stitch and not get lost in the fabric color, because that just looks like a fun stitch. And there's even thread coming off that spool. I don't know if you can see, but it just kind of goes whoosh. So that'll be fun to do. So that's out of the wanna do pile, and it is waiting to be stitched downstairs. And I am proud to say that I am continuing with Wolf Wednesdays. I did some stitching. I only took a picture though this Wednesday, which is really silly. I should have done it last Wednesday as well. So I don't really have anything to show you, but next video, because I plan on stitching this coming Wednesday, and I'll record like Thursday or Friday, so I can show you a before and after of the progress I'm making. And I don't know how to count how many stitches I'm doing. I'm just doing, you know, an arm length of needle thread, so maybe five full. And sometimes I'm just going by symbols. So I'm going to do all of those symbols in this area, and I'm up to like 6 symbols at a time. So I'm spending a lot of time on Wednesdays working on the wolves, and it's feeling good. But I have to remember, take a picture, chart my progress, have something to show you guys. But I'm really excited that there's improvement and progress in this, because it's such a massive project, and I've just got to continue with it. I've got to keep on it. And I'm surrounded by all these other things that I want to stitch, but that's okay. This is another little thing that I want to kit up. I'm sure you guys have seen, a lot of people have done this lately and shown it. And every time I see it on a floss tube and they finished it, and it's even fully finished, I just go, oh. So I got to find my fabric. I got to kit this up. It's just cute. So it sounds like I'm going to have something colorful, something Halloween, something Christmas. That's okay. That's how it's going to go. And then another thing that was pointed out to me recently is I forgot to mention I won something on a floss tube. And apparently I didn't share it with you. And this was months ago. Now, I don't think she dated this, so I don't know when it was. But this was from Campbell, from Stitch Therapy. And she's not doing her floss tubes anymore. She might be doing an update. Maybe she'll do one every few months, which would be nice, because we all want to see her progress on Eden. But I won, and I think I took the tab off of it already because I opened it right away. I opened it, I won the lavender and lace, and this is Celtic, I can take it out of the package, Celtic Christmas Angel, or just Celtic Christmas. I'm so excited to have this. And I think it was a random draw out of a big bowl, which was really great because she gave up on the wheel. She didn't like playing with that thing. But isn't that pretty? So I have Earth Angel. She's on a stand right now, no progress. I might have to tackle her after I finish the wolves, but then I have that lighthouse that I got. And I do have a full coverage of a cat that looks just like Ellie that I want to kit up. Oh, the things, it's endless. But this is just beautiful. And this will go on a stand frame. I know I have a stand frame. I might have to resort to putting the Galliana cross stitch on that, on a stand frame as well, because it's just not fitting. And I can't remember why. I think it's 30 inches. I don't think I have a 30-inch frame. So might have to do some shopping. I do have a gift card that I'm holding tightly to, because I really want to get some more black perforated paper when that comes available in March. I do have plenty of stuff to keep me busy until then. So that was the thrilling thing, because I don't feel like I ever win anything. So it was really cool to win a chart. And I really thought that was a treat. What else did I want to show you guys? Hold that thought. another thrift store find. I was really excited to get this. I've always wanted a very large tier. This would be great for the Halloween and maybe even Christmas if I did something to dress it up a little bit, because black's a bit harsh. It's a little crooked, but it had an original price tag on it of $39. I paid $12 or $15, I can't recall, which is what I want. But it's also a little loose, so they roll around. My magnets were sticking to it. So I'm going to give this a bath and start playing around with some decorations. It also, I think, is a little crooked in spots. Maybe somebody dropped it. So it has to be shaped. I have to hoik on it a little bit. So better that price than full price. It's fun to play with. I'm excited about it. I'm still trying to put away some floss that I got for Christmas, and it's coming along. And then I realized I left something under the tree that I haven't organized yet, and I still haven't figured out where I'm going with it. But I got a little baby DMC chest. So I think these are absolutely wonderful. The wooden chests are definitely a great thing to get from DMC, large or small. The larger one is made a lot better than these. These are a little more lacquered in their finish. The wood is a little different. It's not as heavy or as solid feeling, but they're also very, very nice. And they actually have wood railings for the drawers to go on. Beware if you want to get the Floss storage trays that are the clear acrylic ones. Don't buy them. We had a disaster. My husband bought one thinking he's been buying me the old ones, you know, that he can find on Marketplace or eBay. And we wondered why they were so expensive, but they are well made. The older it is, the better made it is. And the older ones have nice wooden rails for the drawers to go in and out of. It's hard to find one in good condition because usually the acrylic has been exposed to sun, it's brittle, or it's cracked, or it's missing pieces. And all the drawers, depending on what era you're getting your DMC floss storage from, is different. So he bought a new one from DMC and from New Jersey. When it came, it was so poorly made. It was broken in so many different places. And we found out they no longer have the wood rails on the inside. And I'm talking about the guides on the inside that the drawer actually slides in and out of. If you get the floss storage now with the acrylic drawers, it is a piece of plastic that is just a molded piece of plastic and stapled in there. That's how chintzy they've gotten. They really should not be selling them. It's an insult to DMC that that's what they've chosen to be something that has their name on it. The thing was shattered in so many places. And then trying to get a hold of somebody, and this was in November, to customer service to try to return it was an absolute nightmare. And I don't think he got a response for 4 or 5 days. And they tell you all these weird things you have to do to get in touch with customer service. Because he wanted to return it and wanted to get his money back. And after he saw how it was made, he didn't want a replacement. But it wasn't until I sent an email off from my FLOSSTUBE account to let them know that I was watching and I would report, that they finally responded to him, his pleas to get, you know, something returned and to them and get his money back. And they started sending these really weird emails like, yes, we received your email. Thank you so much for your concern. That was it. Not how can we assist you in your return. So it was weeks of that. And then when he finally did send back the product, and he knew that they had it for 5 or 6 weeks, still waiting for his refund, I don't understand what their excuse was. It was very poor customer service. So I'm really disappointed with them right now. I will say, if you want to purchase something from DMC to store floss in, save up your pennies and get a wooden one. Much better made. Don't bother with the floss storage. Get the floss chest. So these little cuties are worth it, and they're fun. I'm going to dress this one up with its floss, and I don't know if I'll use the floss out of it. I'll keep it for emergencies, and I will just worship this as the cutie that it is. I think I probably put that drawer in the wrong spot. It sticks out differently. It's got a nice embossed DMC with a horse head on it. And it's brown all the way around. But you see how this is section pieces. The big chest is not. Maybe I can take you over there. Hold on to your cookies. I don't want to get anybody seasick. I'm going to show you guys. Take you over to my big chest. Hold on. So this is the big DMC chest. See the difference? There's the tiny one. There's the big one. Now I call this my church because I just keep it as a display piece. I absolutely love it. I don't even count these as part of my collection. I just keep these as emergencies. I love that they're not exposed to any kind of light. These are cute brass little pulls. This does open up, but I haven't quite the space to have it someplace to open it right now. So I need to figure out how to properly display the two small ones now with the big one. I need a whole wall. And then here, this is the attic space. I keep my floss backups. These are my working ones. I have those bobbinated, so that's the entire collection. These are some thrift store finds along with some Cryonics. Then I have 4 different older modeled. See how different they are? That's a longer one. These are the shorter ones, and even the drawers are different. So that, those are vintage floss storage. But I do keep those are my working backups. I have backups for my backups, don't I? And then these are the ones that I don't have the storage for right now, but I'm okay with that. They're nicely organized. Everything is properly labeled. Extra pillowcases to store different things in. That is an entire box of 3325 cones and more backups to the ceiling. It's crazy. I know, but that's how I roll. Everything's been inventoried on a spreadsheet. So it is a bit odd to hear me say and have it come out of my mouth that I may not have another skein of number 8. I'm sure I do, but it's a lower number, so I don't know. I have to check my list, my spreadsheet. I am pretty particular about how I store my flosses, that they're kept away from light. They do fade, and they do have different color or lot dyes. So sometimes the older DMCs are a different color from the newer DMCs, and I try to keep those separate. So it's just, it's a process. But one of my worst fears is having a snowstorm and being out of a color or being out of ice cream. I mean, who wants to live like that? It's actually a fear of mine that we lose power for a few days after this storm and I don't have enough ice cream. I don't know if I can talk my husband into going today or not. I came up with another project too that I want to show you guys before I sign off. I have this cute little Hello Kitty tin from some candies. I think I got this from my daughter in her Easter basket. And of course, when she packed up to go back home to Germany, she left this. And I'm like, I need this. This is cute. What do I do with it? So I really thought, how am I going to get a magnet in there? One of my husband's surgeries, they gave him this big floppy magnet to go on the fridge. Things to keep in mind after your surgery. So I saw this on the side of our deep freezer and I said, why do we still have this? We don't need this. And he was the one who said, don't you need it for some project? So I'm going to see how easy or difficult it is to cut through this stuff. So I think what I'd like to do is to take the base, which is what I want the magnet to fit in here. I will trace it out, what I need, and then I will try to carefully shape it ever so shorter than what my tracing is to see if I can fit it inside. And I will have the cutest things to hold my needles when I travel. I'm not crazy about pink. I like to go for the Hello Kitties in blue dresses or purple dresses or red dresses. But this was just adorable. So I'm going to try to do that. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to write on this. I think I might write on, no, I have to write on this side. I'll figure it out. Something to think about. And I know it's going to work because it's strong. I have plenty of X-Acto knives. Hopefully I won't damage my hands. We'll see. That'll be fun to do. So just what I need, another project. Oh, guys, and I also want to do this. I'm surrounded by stuff up here. If anybody came over to play with me, I think they'd be a little speechless when they saw just how many things were around in this room that I'm constantly looking at and going, oh, I feel like a squirrel. So I still need to kit this up. I'm getting there. I've been reading the chart. Diane gave me the fabric. So that is something else that I want to do. And I'm wondering if I'm going to put it on a scroll frame or not, because it's going to be a long stitch. I might do it by hand. But I think, excuse me, one of my short scroll frames will be better for this project. I just won't be able to see it as quickly when I start stitching. I'm a little overtired because, one, we've been having trouble sleeping. We keep thinking about our loss. And when the snow, we had our last snowstorm, we've been having like a storm, 2 days past, storm, 2 days past, another storm. So whatever day it was, we went to bed with the snow gently falling. And then winds were supposed to pick up and rain. And the snow started coming very violently off the roof. Because we have a metal roof, so it really roars when it comes down. You hear this. It's like a ski jumper up on your roof. It's a romantic noise to somebody who understands it, but to your dog who doesn't understand it. She was up at 3:29, got us both up, and we thought, what's wrong? Because we didn't hear anything. She heard it, of course. So we took her outside to go to the bathroom. And my husband said, oh, I'll make coffee. I'm like, you don't have to, we can go back to bed. She peed, let's go back to bed. She was just spinning and panicking. So I tried to go back to sleep, and then I started hearing the noise. You can't sleep when you're just about to pass out and you hear the roaring, boom. And it's almost like the house shakes because there's so much snow coming off the roof. So we were both up with the baby, who now needs to be cuddled on my husband. Dr. Daddy was doing that. It's okay, it's all right, you're okay. I need to tell you guys too, it's a ferocious pit bull. Big sugar cube. So we're up, and I'm probably functioning on 9 hours of sleep in the past 2 days. So more tired than I usually am. But it's like having a perpetual toddler. They don't understand. You just have to assure them and I find it to be an honor to help them through their difficult moments. So thank goodness for her. She's been a good little therapy dog. So we're not looking forward to the next storm, or I should say the next melt. And we should be getting some, it's blue sky now, but we should be getting some snow and then rain and more wind. We'll say. I just want snow that can keep the wind and the rain. We'll do rain in April, not January. Very strange. Woke up one morning, it was 8 degrees. Next morning, it was 50. All right, that's enough of me complaining. I am going to do a little more playing up here before my husband says it's time for tea or time for me to come down. And maybe I'll get something else kitted up. I'm hopeful to get some more stitching done, and I'll have some more things to show you next time. Until then, be safe, stay away from the snow, and have a great day. Bye, guys.